here. Bit of a mark there. 160. And they do not look that worn.
I look around here, I'm seeing a few pairs that I may have had a hand in. That one was mine. That one.
Like, damn. In the 4 years, I'm like, a lot's happened.
You haven't even looked at these.
I've looked at them, but like just glanced out of the box.
Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of Creased. Now, it's been a long time since we did a collection video. I didn't do a single one in 2024. We definitely tried to do a few, but it just didn't happen that way. Now, every collection video we've done previously has been a little bit different. I am not trying to showcase collections that are pretty much the same, right? And this one's unique in a couple of ways as well. For one, Adam only just lives around the corner, so that's so helpful for me. Even though he does live around the corner, we've been trying to do this for a while. He works a lot, I work a lot, everything like that. And you guys all know Adam. He's tagged along for a bunch of adventures on this channel. He pops up every now and again, and so much so he's had people saying, hey, I've seen you in that YouTube video. So the other thing is, I actually had a significant hand in his collection. Not only like his collection, the knowledge and everything like that. I'm probably the reason he spends so much money on sneakers, but we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, he's also a fairly new sneakerhead. A lot of the sneaker collections I've showcased before are like people that have got at least 10 years in the game. So this is a little bit different. It's someone who went through the baby steps, finding GRs, learning about the scene, learning about OGs, trying different things and finding their way. But for me, it's all about the collection, the collector, and the stories behind them. Let's get into it. Been a while since I've done a collection video. This one's a lot easier, a lot less travel, just around the corner for Adam. As I look around here, I'm seeing a few pairs that I may have had a hand in, but a bunch of everything. But Adam, where did it start for you with sneakers?
It started during COVID.
Yeah, okay.
When I was really like, just picked up another hobby. Really, it was like that and Lego at the time, but bought my first few pairs off you, definitely 100%, and then it got worse and worse. I think I was buying like 5 or 6 at a time from you when you were getting rid of your worst.
So like, how did you initially like get into sneakers though? Like, was it just YouTube videos? What was it?
I actually don't know. I think I was seeing pairs of Travis Scott's pop up, just like on my Instagram feed and all that, and I was like, damn, those are actually really nice. And then I looked into it more and more, and I was like, oh, this is a dangerous hobby, as you can tell, and I think it's really put a hole in my pocket.
So you start learning about sneakers, everything like that. You start seeing the prices of them.
Yes.
And then what? Where'd you go from there? Did you know about StockX? Did you know about
eBay,
or was it straight to Marketplace?
It was just straight to Marketplace, and
Yeah.
then I learned more when I met you. Like, I learned more about all this stuff when I met you, and then I went from buying shoes to talking, and then we ended up being friends, and we started to go to all these events together, and I was like, damn. In the 4 years, I'm like, a lot's happened.
So I got to a point where like I used to buy a lot of Jordan 1 lows because I used to skateboard in them. And then when I couldn't skateboard anymore because of a car accident, I'm like, I'm going to sell them, I'm going to get rid of them. There's whatever value is still left in them. For me, like, I was just like, I don't really care, I'll just get what I paid for. And he was getting them up. The first one I sold to you was the Jordan 1 High KO.
Yeah.
I had 2 pairs of them.
Yeah, the dark blue.
And you were like, any other pairs, let me know. But there was I had like 5 other people hit me up, and I knew they were resellers, and you were local. I'm like, that's heaps easier, right? Because I vet people before I sell stuff to them. And especially if I'm going to be doing it for retail. And from there I was like, oh, I'm probably getting rid of all this. And that all this was like mids and lows, and you bought them all.
I think, yeah, I bought literally all the lows and mids in 5 groups of 5s and 6.
But we've elevated since then. It's mainly 4s, Dunks, Jordan 1 lows. There's a couple pair of 6s. I see a 5. I see a 3 or 2. But where did that change for you happen from like that initial where you found the GRs to like looking out for more hype stuff?
I think it was more finding my footing, as everyone told me, like, everyone's like, you've got to stop. It was only recently.
I think I even told you at one point, I was like, don't buy everything because you don't need everything.
And that was my issue. During COVID, I think that was the worst for everyone because everyone was just, we had it easy because we still had Full Locker open.
Yeah.
And we had freedom, so we could go buy. But during then, I think at my worst, I had 160.
I've still got more than that.
And they were just stacked in the cardboard boxes when I was still living with my mum, and it was 3-4 piles to the roof. Back.
See how this is thinner?
Yeah.
That's why.
So they're a women's 11.5, so they're a men's 10.
Yeah.
I really wish I got a men's 11 in these. Because the fit, because of the materials, or the linen, or whatever velvet this is, cushioning, it makes the shoe feel like half a size smaller.
See, part of the thing too, like as much as I did skateboard them, I also did like all these resellers that were going nuts about just Jordan 1 lows. I'm like, I can just walk into my local and buy these. It's not shut down like Sydney is. But,
no.
So you've navigated from there. What was the first sort of pair, like decent pair you would say that you got?
Oh. I think I wouldn't remember. My first decent pair. My first very expensive pair, I think, was my Jordan, the Jordan 6s and the Travis Scotts and the olives.
Yeah.
I think that was the most expensive pair I got first.
And you're actually a fan of Travis Scott.
Yeah.
You're not just going in the hype. You like the music.
No.
I see little Lego figurines.
You can see like my olives that I wore to the Travis Scott concert, like the day of. They are done. Like these were worn to a Travis Scott concert. Like.
You wear your shoes. Like, my whole thing with Creased is about collectors and their stories. That's how it initially started, more so than just rambling videos or whatever. But everything here's been worn. Is there any pair here that hasn't been worn that you're saving for a special occasion?
Probably the velvet browns I'm thinking of saving for a special occasion. Because they're just such a beautiful pair.
For me, I feel like if this was like an off-white there, these would be incredible. I do like it how it's like a very similar blocking throughout, but I would prefer the midsole to be like that. I actually put these as an honourable mention for my overrated list, to be fair. But I know you like them, and that's cool. That's the whole thing with sneakers. Everyone's got different ideas, different opinions, but you haven't even looked at these.
I've looked at them, but like just glanced out of the box.
Were they retail?
Yes, they were AMA retail.
Oh, so overseas.
Yes,
so
it was
probably
actually
like
retail.
Resell.
Actually, it was one of our boys at retail assisted me these. Shout out to She, bro, for retail assisting me on these beautiful falls.
The packaging is crazy.
Shout out to She, honestly a real one, for retail assisting me this pair. One of the most beautiful pairs of fours next to the original fours, which are down there. The violet oars.
You also had a big SB dunk phase for a bit.
I did, and I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I think my first one was the neck face SB that you gave me for as a retail assist.
And like I knew of neck face because of his art within the skateboard world, but you weren't actually. You didn't know anything about it.
No, I didn't. And then I looked into it, and I was like, "Damn, he's got some good art." And then the extra patches that came in the box, they're like really cool.
So the neck face was like the first one.
Yeah.
The neck face is such a unique pair, so crazy, like...
It is.
For anyone that's never seen them before, like... The swoosh is completely covered by, like, patches, and it gives that punk rock aesthetic. They're so nice. So underrated, in my opinion. But we did mention you're a big Travis Scott fan. Do you know, like off the top of your head, how many Travis Scott pairs you've got?
I think I've got 8, 9 now. I was counting yesterday.
9?
Yeah. I'm
That's
at 9
crazy.
Travis Scott pairs.
How many for retail? How many for resale?
I think only one for retail, and it was the olives from Supply.
Was that your missus one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I didn't even win those.
Yeah. The old missus win. I know a few.
But
people
everything
have done
else is resale.
What's that one? That's the RM.
Yeah, the RM4s.
I was saying as well, like, I'm looking at a bunch of these pairs and I'm like, oh yeah, that was mine.
It was, yes.
That was mine.
Yeah, they were.
Were they mine too?
No, these were when we were in Sydney.
Okay. I go through a thing, especially like you mentioned, my worst I got 160. I think I've still got 200 plus pairs. And I'm trying to get rid of stuff again. Like, we may even, like, at the end of this video, maybe you choose and see what you like of mine, but the only one that I really regret, like at the time when I've got too many pairs, I'm just like, it doesn't matter what pairs, it's just I need to get an X amount gone. But this pair, I'll probably regret getting rid of, the black canvas 4s. I think they were like my first retail win. Not even retail win, first raffle win of that year, and it was one of the only shoes I wanted. So I may have to get a pair of them back in the collection at some point. I noticed before you've got some Air Max DNs. I feel like that was a little bit of my influence.
Yeah.
And then you've got a couple of pairs of New Balance, but for the most part it is Nike and Jordan. Yeah.
Mainly, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy the New Balances. Like,
they're comfortable, and
they are.
If you're gonna be on your feet all day, like, it's about comfort.
Yeah, I'm very picky with my colorways for New Balance too. I'm not just grabbing all the colors I see like in a Jordan 4.
Yeah. And were they retail?
No, these were not retail. I wish they were retail. These were $650, which is a good price for what they're going now.
What are they going for now?
Oh, they're jumping up to like 700 at the moment. I think the other really good one of my favorites, I've already worn these heaps, the medium olives. The men's medium olives. Another not retail pair.
I can't tell the difference between that and the one above it. Or the one below it. Is that a brown or is that...
This one's the brown.
Oh, okay.
The Mocha Highs.
I know, there's just so many olives and browns, like...
There is. It's a signature colour. Brown, olive, olive, brown, olive, khaki.
What do you think the top 5 sneakers were for this year? Not that you've been able to pick up, just in general.
Damn. On the spot. I think for me personally, like my
no
top
order.
5...
You don't have to do an order.
My top 5 of this year, which is like weird to me, is like... Mine wins at the AMA 3 and the AMA 4s.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
they're two, but they're two that is on a lot of people's lists. Like,
Not on my list.
I've worn my 3s, heaps, my AMA 3s. Like, I never hoop, but I hooped with one of my boys once with them. Like, just shooting hoops. And I wear these, and they are one of the best premium shoes.
They are growing on me. Initially, I was not a fan of them. I think the white one's still a lot better. But they are growing on me. I didn't put them in an overrated, underrated, or worst list. But I didn't put them in a best list, I don't think. Maybe an honourable mention, I can't remember. But yeah, these are a really nice shoe.
And the AMA 4s are still in their box waiting for another slot to fit into.
You've done like me, you know, when you got a bulk amount,
Yeah.
just going to Kmart, it's so much easier.
It is.
How big do you foresee this war getting, or are you going to... You did say you were going to start reeling it in and like maybe sell some pairs, but then like a day later you also asked me, what are you getting rid of?
I am looking at moving on like most of my SB dunks.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
I don't wear them nearly enough. Or really like skate them.
These are an 11.5. Here's another thing I've got to talk to you about. You're a size 9.5 to 14. How does that even work?
Well, you'll be surprised. I reckon if you put these on...
See all this crease? Too big.
I actually got them like that. So if you try these on and see how they fit.
They're a little big on me, but not too big. But I also feel like yours is more width than it is length.
Yeah. So I have that problem with like the Powerpuff Girl dunks. So I wish I didn't. I wore them outside for like maybe 2 minutes, and then found how uncomfortable they were.
When did you get these, and what did you pay for them? Because for me, these are such an incredible shoe.
I genuinely think I paid $200 off someone that was selling them.
How did you pay $200 for them? Are they real?
Yeah, they are. He was just because he's already used them and there was no box, no OG, anything. He threw it away and lost it, moving to Tasmania.
$200.
Yeah. So, but someone will use them better than me. I like them. They're one of the pairs I always wanted when they came out. But yeah, the Holy Grail. Yes.
This is a sore point for me because he was gonna sell them to me. And then Bearded Sneakerhead said, oh, you could just trade for the Orange Lobsters. I didn't want to trade for the Orange Lobsters, but once you got it in your head, that's all you wanted.
Yeah, and
you've got both now.
Honestly, when next year comes, I know they've cancelled the red pair of them.
I don't know they have because they said cancelled another pair and they've still come out.
Who knows what's happening next year? But I would like to get the set.
He's destroyed them.
Yeah, I've worn them. They are the nicest pair of fours, the comfiest pair of fours. And I thought I would not be able to wear them on anything, but they go with majority of things. It's a very good four.
Alright, show us these Jumpman Jacks.
Jumpman Jacks.
I've said a lot of things about these. You tell me what you like about them.
Obviously, first thing is the Travis Scott branding. I'm not going to lie. That's what gets me every time. Like, a signature reverse swoosh all the time. A signature colour. Sure, the silhouette hasn't... I've got to actually wear them to see. I just don't have time to wear them at the moment. But honestly, I reckon as next year, he is stopping his collaborations with Jordan 1s to just focus on Jumpmans. So, this will be a big deal next year. And one other pair that I want to get is the Jumpman Field Tracks. Or the Field Jacks. Yeah,
they're not bad. I think they're better than them.
I reckon the colours of them that are coming out, the two that have came out are really nice. And they're
based on a Spiridon.
Yeah, and they're a pair I actually want to find. If anyone has any, I would grab in my size.
I think they were only released in Complex Con and then later on the website.
I think like Up There may have got them because there was a raffle for them.
I did see that, yeah. I did see that. I went in for them. I didn't get them.
Yeah, Up There's always interesting. Jumpman Jacks.
Is that the only colourway you got?
Yes, there's 3 colourways released right now, and it's the 2 sails with the red swoosh and the sail with just the green swoosh, maybe.
There's a brownie sail one as well.
Yeah, they're the 3 that are currently out right now to the general public.
What are you looking forward to next year? What pairs? If you had to say like
next year,
2 pairs that you have to get.
2 pairs. See, next year for me, 2 pairs that are dropping that I know I won't be able to get for retail will be the Unions and the Fragment Travis Scott.
Oh, okay. I don't care about them. I want
the Travis Scott Fragments because there's already people taking pre-orders.
Yeah, okay.
Which is crazy.
That doesn't mean they're necessarily going to get them.
No, but it's crazy how people are already lining it up. Other than those 2, what else is coming out next year that I'm looking forward to? The undefeated 4s, apparently they're not limited. They'll be out in numbers.
So. I hope so.
From what I've heard. But they'll be a very nice pair that was before my time.
Yeah. What did you get the lobsters for?
I think I got the orange lobsters for $300.
That's not bad. Retail was like $190.
I got them.
People were trying to sell them for $1,000.
They're not in the worst condition. They're not in the best condition. But I got these for $300 from a local that lives here locally.
Yeah.
He was just like got over shoes, moving on his collection, and he was had them up for a ridiculous price to start with, and no one bit because that time was gone, and especially being used. But I got them. Good price, nice shoe, hard to style though.
I can't see too many people pulling out.
The blue and orange though, is like Micah. Shout out to Micah wearing these heaps. Actually wearing them on all the wacky stuff that he loves doing. I love it. I got these for, actually, yeah, I reckon I got these for a decent price. I got these for $966. And pretty good condition for a size 10. And these are one of the shoes I was literally dying to get since I started 4 years ago.
This was your grail.
This was my grail. Yeah. The grail. This was the grail to own. I never thought I'd own a pair. Never thought I'd own a pair. And then one day I just bit the bullet. I bid. I bid on eBay and I grabbed them. And I was like, that's it. I own them now. Now where do I go from here?
How crazy is it, like, with eBay? You can bid, you can, like, maybe lowball them a little bit, and then you get discount codes and stuff. For me, I feel like it's the best way to buy sneakers on the second-hand market.
eBay is good, and at the same time bad, because it could have one of the most inflated markets.
Yeah.
But then again, it could have some of the best market. You could just be scrolling a term. You could just scroll Jordan 4 and pick by size, and you might find something sitting there for ridiculously cheap. I got these for $160.
That's
off
crazy.
eBay.
Used
Jordan,
or new?
Used, but not that very used. The only thing is like this yellow mark here. Bit of a mark there. $160, and they do not look that worn. No style loss, nothing. $160, crazy. I couldn't say no to a $160 pair of Jordan 4s.
Are they my glow greens, or did you get a pair of glow greens? I can't even remember.
No, these are a pair I got.
How much were they?
I think I paid $300 for them.
That's not bad.
But then the infrareds I paid $170 for.
That's wild.
And they were dead stock.
That's wild.
So yeah, that green glow was what I was itching to get off you for a while, and you refused.
Nah, they were a grail for me. One of the Travis 6s, there's a crazy story with them, isn't there?
Ah, yeah.
On eBay?
When I grabbed these from eBay, the seller put them up as brand new. Brand new or near new, he put them up for. So these did not have the dust bag. They did not have the, the yellow laces, the lace holder. It was just the shoes and some not the even original Jordan paper, the Travis Scott paper, and that comes with it normally. So eBay sent them to me and then just gave me a refund. So I got the shoe and the money back, which is ridiculous because eBay doesn't do that much.
No, they don't, because I've had similar issues where the condition wasn't as described and they've just cancelled the order. I get my money back, that's it. So
exactly.
You've had someone with a massive mistake and it's benefited you.
Exactly, and this was one of my very first Travis Scotts.
And it was free.
Yeah, and it was free. And I remember these going for $3,000 at one point.
Like
crazy,
$500-600.
These were going for crazy prices at one point, I swear.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just funny how now they're just one of those pairs that no one wants.
What do you feel like is the most underrated pair in your collection?
Underrated, like genuinely underrated, that no one
really cares about?
That someone thinks I'm crazy for owning, genuinely, is the Travis Scott Air Force Ones. This pair...
With the foreskin?
Yes. This pair is one of my favorite... This is the only pair of Air Forces I will own. People tell me I'm crazy for loving these, but it is so unique. You've got all the different forms of all the different patterns, different materials, the button, you've got a tongue. It's a very unique, interesting shoe that everyone questions to why I like.
You're a Travis fan.
I am, and it's a unique shoe. I don't have anything like this. I have nothing that sticks out as much as this shoe, and it's great. It's a unique shoe. No one likes to have wearing it. Haven't seen really anyone own it either. Not many. A lot sold, not many worn.
What about the Bread 4 Reimagined? I just went in one raffle on them and won straight away. I had no interest in them, and then gave you the retail assist, right?
Yes.
Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah.
I thought I was going crazy, but yeah, I gave you the retail assist on them, but I tried them on, looked at them in hand, and I wanted them. But I'd already said I'd give you the retail assist. I think you'd already sent me money by that point too. What do you feel about these in compared to the comfort of Pine Green 4s.
In all honesty, this is my most worn Jordan 4 this year.
Yeah.
This is one of my most worn Jordan 4s. It is. We wore them when we went to Melbourne, I remember. I wore them for that entire trip. They were on par with the SB4s. Like, you get the same... It's the Jordan 4, you're always going to get the toe cripple. You can't escape that. Unless you oversize it. Then you oversize it, and then you're wearing a clown shoe. You can't win. But this for me was my most worn shoe this year, the Bread 4s. When I wasn't working, when I was like, you know, just going out trying for something just to throw on, it was one of the best pairs. And one of the underrated pairs of this year is also the White Thunders. Like, it's a pair that like no one was interested in. Like when they were sitting on shelves for ages. White Thunders were sitting everywhere. People were selling them everywhere, getting rid of them, trying to move them on. People want 4 or 5 pairs of these. And now when you look at them, everyone's wanted them when they're gone. Because they're such a nice dressable shoe.
It's a fear of missing out, but the other part of it too is like any shoe once it's gone out of retail, then people try and make money on it.
Exactly, and these have hit the same level as the Yellow Thunders and the Red Thunders slowly, creeping up. Same as the Fear 4s, another pair where when they were announced everyone was crazy over, but then that time of the year came where the Fear 4s actually came out. They were sitting for ages too. So it's gotten a good time to be someone that actually appreciates the shoes over trying to resell them.
So in 2025, I hope to do a lot more collection videos. I've got a couple like crazy collection videos that I want to film. I've got some people just waiting in the wings, whether they're building things, fixing stuff up, whatever. But then I also know a few people that, you know, maybe a little bit more famous in other things that have sneaker collections as well. Then I know people that damn near might have every single colour of a certain silhouette. You just have to see. But this has been another episode of Creased. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back twice a week. Peace. Damn, did I say twice a week? Every week. I'm not committing to twice a week. It's a lot. You get the picture. Let me just move that so I can see everything. This is like the only time ever that you haven't like wanted to walk right next to me or you keep going out of frame. That one was mine. That one. Oh, got him a retail assist. That was mine. That was mine.
I had to pull them all down and do it again. Like 20 of them. So I realised I was building them wrong. But yeah, the canvas done. Oh no, that's got corner damage all over.
I know. How will you ever survive?
This stuff is not cheap. Coming from the States.
Yeah, that'll be the biggest issue. I didn't realise you had so many New Balance. When did you end up getting so many New Balance? That must be new.
I've got 3.
Yeah, I know, but I don't even remember them.
I got those to work at Glendale.
Yeah.
I have the other ones, the hype ones, and these I was eyeing off before they even released because I like the colours.
Fair enough.
And I actually wear these on heaps. They were really I wear them when I go to Sydney.